We're going in Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, Sea of Thieves. It's called Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves. Now, I don't have any pirate outfits, unfortunately, but I do have this Animal Crossing mask. Pretty cute. I could use this as a bandana. I don't know how to tie a bandana. I'm gonna try it right now, live. Live. If you want to see someone tie a bandana live, it's the place to be right now. It's the place to be. I need to take this off. I'm unimmersed. I can hear myself. How do you tie this thing? That doesn't work at all. It's not big enough. Okay, there's gotta be a way, a secret. Okay, you gotta probably do it the long ways somehow. Savvy? Savvy. 1 week after watching Pirates of the Caribbean on loop. 2 weeks watching Pirates on loop. Okay. I'm a pirate. Okay, I feel really dumb. That's okay. Oh my god. The Karate Kid. I think they have it all the way down here, actually. That's how it is. That's how it be. What would my father think? What would my other father think, too? What would they both think? 2 dads. Get it? Okay. There's no joke there. Why would there be? Alright, so basically, we're gonna play Sea of Thieves. I hope we play. We're not gonna play as Jack Sparrow probably, but we don't want to play a pirates game because I've played one before, and anyway, let's not do that. Just to say it's not good. All right, there's 500 billion gigabytes. Let's see what happens. I hope it doesn't like give me like 2 hours of non-Pirates of the Caribbean, and then it gives me the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. Just throw me into the Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm gonna be a peaceful guy, cause let's just see what happens. Sea of Thieves. Well, being solo probably isn't gonna work here. So I'm pretty much dead. I'm gonna die in this game a lot. Nani? Running. It's running. Okay. First time ever starting it. First time. It's coming. Sea of Thieves. Sea of D's. Here it is. Here it is. First time experience. This is what everyone else goes through, I guess. Rite of passage. There it is. Rare. I didn't know Rare made this. I don't think Rare is the same as Banjo-Kazooie days. I don't know. I think they sold. I don't know. It's Rare. It's Rare. That's all I could say. I'm just a gamer. See these? Pirates Life. Okay. I remember watching this one YouTuber who liked Pirates of the Caribbean a lot. So I hope he's having a good time with this. He's probably playing this game. I don't know. I lost touch. I don't remember who that was. I think his channel was actually called A Pirate's Life. Actually, that would make sense. Signing in for adventure. Signing on. Oh god. Hold on. Sign on to Xbox. What is this, 2008? Refund. Are you kidding me? Alright, let me do this. Let me sign in. I don't remember my thing. I don't remember my sign info. I don't know what it is. Please work. Okay, it didn't work. Okay. Nani? No, wait. Did that work? Something just happened. I didn't even do anything. Let's go. It worked somehow. I think it finally connected to my computer. Or maybe I did log in, but I didn't want to tell you guys because you. Okay, but. Oh, oops. Here's the game. Rare. It's made by Rare. Same Banjo-Kazooie. Rare treasures and riches vast. From pirates, legends in the past. That rhymes. Clever writing. Alright, so where's Jack Sparrow though? Shared voyages with faithful crew called to sail the ocean blue. Yep, where's Jack Sparrow? Where is he? It ain't pirates without Johnny Depp, pretty much. That's it. If no Johnny Depp, there's no pirates. They didn't exist. In the sea of thieves, the rumors fair, a fortune lies buried there. Hidden route under fearsome sky, a fortune calls to those that try. To those that try. No period there. It's not a sentence. What's up, Rusty? It's Russ. Wow, what a great cutscene. The gold hoarders seek beneath the sands, the keys to chests within their hands. No period. They don't believe in periods at the other sentence, in the second sentence. They believe in commas, though. The order of the souls are full of mystery. They come to seek the skulls of history. They're very arbitrary on their grammar. The Merchant Alliance are dark, are seeking coin, a profit made by those that join. No period, no period. Not triggering at all. D&D. Athena's fortune now calls to ye to become legend upon the sea. Whoa, that scared me personally. Oh, what the heck is this? Family mode. What does that mean? Familia? Familia mode. Variety. Yeah, we beat the game. We beat Dark Alliance yesterday. The end game is just joining anyone now and just leveling up, power leveling, doing every mission, every difficulty. I'm gonna keep that off. Text-to-speech override. I don't know, personally. Enabled, I guess. Speech to text. What? No. Game transcription. What does that mean? You have no choice anyway. Reduce hold to use item. True. Accept. Choose a character on your journey. Customize your character with clothing and stuff. Oh god. It's okay. It's alright, man. It would have been too easy. This is our options here. These are our options. The guy with the guitar. Do we get... I don't think what they're holding actually matters. It's what we're gonna get. Who is this? Create new pirates. Page down. So this is like... Wait, what is this? I can customize them? I better be able to. Or I'll be this guy. I'll start off with this guy. No, I'm not sure. Can I change him later? That's good enough. That's the best we're gonna get, I think. Oh god. Don't get lost at sea. Would you like to receive occasional emails? No. A pirate's life. Here we go, baby. Yo, what up? Yo, can I customize my character though real quick? Okay, I guess not. What's new? The pirate's life. I'm not gonna do tutorial, forget that. We're going right in. We're going right in, baby. Don't get tricked by the tutorial. We're never gonna leave if we do the tutorial. Just go pirate's life. It looks like your first time playing. Before setting sail, we recommend you play the Maiden Voyage tutorial. No. Once you've completed the maiden voyage, a pirate will be ready. No, don't play the maiden voyage. The pirate's life. What? We have no choice. We recommend you play it. But you're making me play the maiden voyage, though. You're forcing me to play the maiden voyage, is what you're saying. You're forcing me to play the maiden voyage. Maiden voyage, TBD, ready, set sail, maiden voyage. Maiden voyage. You guys hear? Did you guys hear that? Are you a pirate, Laugh? Yo, what up, dude? No, there he is. There's the guy, Octopus Man. What's his name? Octopus Man? My Trigun coat came in the mail today. This might work for the pirates. I'm a pirate, dude. I don't think it works at all. Actually, it's not bad. It's got broad shoulders. That helps. Oi. That's too red. No pirate wears this. I look ridiculous. Whatever.
You look a little worse for wear, my friend.
Yeah.
You
Tell me
must be
about
on
it.
quite the journey. I should eat something if I were you. A full belly can do wonders for your spirits. Once you're in good health, we'll speak properly.
No, you. I can use these Wiimotes as strands. Like Jack Sparrow has some strands on his head. But don't call him a strand head. A pirate laddie. Hold Q to open equipment. What about it? Banana. Instead of pirate, who eats the banana like that?
There. You look
He just
better
ate the
already.
brown part.
Maybe
on the
even
tip,
strong
the
enough
tip.
to reach the Sea of Thieves. Don't look so surprised. These days they call me the Pirate Lord. But back when I discovered this place, I was just a bold explorer like you.
I can tell how you died.
I dreamt of finding uncharted waters.
he's got a
filled
leg.
with treasures and rife with danger.
His leg's gone.
Where every sunrise brought a new adventure. You've been brave to make it this far. Not many do. Now you've one last crossing to make.
Animal
I
Crossing.
want some trusty steel at your side, though. There's a sword in those trees whose owner doesn't seem to need it anymore.
Pick up the cutlass. Press F. Press F to take the cutlass. Oh my goodness, I'm scared. Nah, he's fine. He can't move. It's okay. There we go. Alright. Yo, he can't move. There's no reason to kill him. There's no reason. He's fine. Let him live. I'd be mad too if I can't get off the tree. I'll attack you! Alright. He can only slash. I'm going to the ship. Alright, let's get out of here. Do I have to kill the skeleton? Is there no free will in this game? Is there no free will? That's the opposite of what pirates do, okay? What's the point if they're just gonna make me do stuff, okay? Game broke. They need a day one patch. Day one. Day one patch, 500. 500 megabyte patch. I have to kill the skeleton. I have to. I have no choice in the matter. I might as well watch someone play this game. Well, just watch a 2-hour movie of the whole thing and don't even buy it. How about that, Sea of Thieves? There's no difference in any playthrough at all. Kill me. In game. He's fine. He's harmless. I'll cut him loose. Okay. Need day 1 patch, guys. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
There's far more to being a pirate than a blade in your hand and a love of other people's money. It's about finding your way through ancient caverns by lamplight, digging up long-lost treasures, and raising a frothing great tankard of grog when you live to tell the tale.
I don't have a pirate hat.
For all that, you'll need the right equipment.
What'd you say?
You can start by taking this old shovel.
Do I have to? I guess I have to.
I stowed a few belongings around here back in the day. The map will show you the way.
Quest received. The map. My quests. The map. Raise the map. Use your map to find the treasure marked with X. There it is right there. Okay. Alright, I think we're here. And just gotta go around. Yeah, this must be it right here. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Hey, look at this. You can show it to people. Look. It's around here. Where's my thing? Shovel. So. We're dead. A thingy. An old sailor's chest. Dig it up. Return the old sailor's chest to the pirate lord. Alright. I don't want to be a pirate. I got it. I hope Summit 1G doesn't steal this. Those clouds have horns too, just like the island. Got it.
Ah, my old chest.
He can hold it.
Let's see if she still hides
Wait,
her
his.
secrets.
Okay. Open it up. He might have damaged something in there. Yo, some guns in there, a pizza. It was all a dream. Oh, no, there it is. Yo, a gun, I like that. Where's the gun? Guitar. DMCA. How do you walk? You have to use controller. Yo, what up? No.
Fine weapon. She'll serve you well out there.
Cool. I like how you hold it. I must kill. He holds it like a Terminator. Q. What about it? What else do I want to look at? That's it. The gun's the only thing I want.
There. Now you look like a true pirate.
What?
There's plenty more to see, so why not stretch your legs and explore? I'll be here when you're ready to leave.
I'm ready to leave. I'm gonna explore some stuff. I'm gonna explore. There could be some secrets on the island. Oh wait, the more we explore, the less time we have for the pirate's life. The pirate's life, savvy? What's this thing? A trap? Okay, the ambient music's too loud. Beautiful music. Whoops. Hey! Wait for the good pitches. Let's see, harmonic, Weird Al instrument. Where's the gun? Fishing rod. I don't know where it comes from. The gun's there. Is the powder wet now? Probably not. It's probably not wet. Oi. Oi. There's not much here. What the heck? The first chicken to swim. What? He survived. What do I do with this? Can I put it in my backpack or something? Or... Did I just eat the raw chicken? Where's the bone? I'm ready to leave. Oh God! Cast away. Well, suck. Oh my God! I'm throwing up in the water. Oh man. Oh, I can't jump. Oh God. That's the worst vacation ever. The rocks. Actually, I think the Dungeons and Dragons waterfall. This looks better. That Dark Alliance waterfall was pretty bad, huh? Probably one of the worst waterfalls ever. Got it. This coat's kind of hot. I do have a hat I can wear, but it's more like an Indiana Jones hat. I mean, it might work though if I tilt it up. It might work.
Well now, I say you're as ready as you'll ever be for what's ahead.
That's why I'm here.
Allow me to show you the path.
How do I put this away?
The shroud is beginning to part, but you have one more task before your journey continues. You may be ready to sail, but your ship still needs repairs. Go and tend to her wounds.
We did it. Tend to her wounds. The Black Pearl. Board your ship. That's mine. Was he Oprah? You get a ship. My very own ship already. That'd be cool if like you had to work for it, like a deckhand or something, or like do something else and be on land for a while. Press F on a sail to lengthen the rope. Press F on a sail length rope. A sail length rope. There she blows. This is a pretty small ship. Interesting. Can I shoot a bird? Probably. It's a tough shot. Only one man has ever made it. Only one man has ever shot it and hit the bird. That was close. Close one. I don't think I'm even like reaching it. Everything is okay. Blimey. Use ropes to pull the mast up. Avast e-swabs. Avast antivirus. We're commandeering the ship. Avast e-swabs. Looks okay to me. I'm stuck. Woo! Press F on a sail length rope at the back of the ship. Alright. We'll get there. The battle's ready. Alright. Alright, let's take a 5-minute break. A little bit. Something to be ready for, you know. Have some poses. Yeah, true. True. Yo, I'm Super Saiyan. I'm Superman. Oh crap. Man, if that was real life, it'd be over, man. It's over. It'd be over already. Oh, this one I have to do. Looks like a crucifix. Find wood from the wood barrel below deck. I forgot how to sheathe your sword. It's hard to see with these glasses. The wood barrel. It's like Minecraft. We'll use the wood to repair the base of the mast. Put some duct tape on it. Yo, what up? I doubt it, but I do have plenty of Vash guns, you already know. I could bring a Nerf gun. I might be able to get away with a Nerf gun. Or I could bring a car. I have plenty of variants of the Vash gun. Probably needs like orange tape. Are we done? Select the bucket. Okay. Alright, let's hurry up because this is just the tutorial still. Throw it overboard. Yo, this is gonna take like 5 hours. Press F on the capstan to raise the anchor. The capstan. Yo, you know who's better than Jack Sparrow though? Captain Ron. Captain Ron versus Jack Sparrow. Where's the anchor at? Press F on the captain stand. That movie's awesome. Press F on the capstan. There, this must be it right here. One of the good ones. Cannot function or shoot projectiles. Or an orange tip on the barrel. The barrel must be covered with brightly colored caps. Okay. Tough call. Press F on the sail. I'll have to accommodate. I might as well not even bring a gun. I have to bring a gun though. So I'll probably bring the water gun and just put an orange tip on that. Yo, what up? The maiden voyage. Alright. The water gun is a little tiny though, so maybe I'll bring the 3D printed one. It's anime accurate. Manga Manga accurate. I have to color it though. Press F on the wheel to steer. Yo, what up? There's a lot of broken ships here. Cool. Here we go with our rewards. Here we go. How they drive in the movies. All right, so we're going to downtown. It's basically drifting. You're just drifting. Never seen this place before. So where do we go? That looks dangerous. Oh god. I can't turn. Oh, there we go, there we go. Iceberg, dead end! Oh, the sail. This is fun. It's like the Assassin's Creed Black Flag, except it's first person. And more accurate, I guess. It's almost like ASMR. It's very relaxing. That looks interesting. Interesting, truly. Respectfully. Got a firm grasp on it. Oh, oh. Got it. I got it. Oh my freaking god. That's scary. I don't like the water. Is it a bad time to mention this? Oh, get the hell out of here. Wait, have you guys seen my Subnautica playthrough? Oh, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Wait, I think we're... go back. Go back. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, this way. This way. This way. This way. Is this scripted? Hopefully it is. I just got this thing, man. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Respectfully. Oh, use the cannons, maybe. We could fight back. Oh, hell no. Get cannonballs. Yo. Oops, not food. Not now. Not now. This guy didn't give me the keys to the cannonball barrel. No. We're dead. It's over. Wait, why would the cannonballs be down here? It's gotta be up deck. What the heck is this firebomb chain shot? Load it. Wait. Can't reach. I'm the one person guy. Stop it. I got this. Oh my god. Well, yeah, screw you. Screw you, actually. Okay. Where do we go? There's like nowhere safe here. Nowhere safe. Why would they put the plants hard to reach? Why would they put cannonballs like in the lowest deck possible? It's in the basement, the bottom drawer, very bottom, very back of the room. I used the logic to get out of that situation. I throw it in the water? So, quests. Nothing. Is this still the tutorial? There's an island there. I guess we'll stop there. Maybe that's where it ends. Oh god. There it is. I'm renowned, level 3. Commendation unto the horizon. That's a skull there. Stay out of the dark water. Yo, what up, Amrit? Thanks. You like to get up. Shark. MT. The skulls. Xbox Game Studios present. And. Well, that's what the game's called? Oh no, Rare. Yeah, Rare. Present. Present? They're here. Say Aoth Ives. There's no space there. Okay. When I was a kid, there was Pirates of Dark Water cartoon. We need more pirate kid shows. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Yar har something. Being a pirate is okay to me. The music reminds me of Batman Returns. Not that part. Not this part. This Trigon code's pretty amazing. Not gonna lie. Kind of blown away by it. The coat. I thought it was gonna be like impossible to find a coat. I would be the Green Ranger, but the helmet's too expensive. It's like $200 plus for a Green Ranger helmet. Plus, then you have to buy the other stuff. I don't know. The Green Ranger. I wore this JoJo shirt today. I went to Starbucks and everyone was like, "Oh my god, JoJo shirt." I felt like a celebrity. Everyone was like, "Cool shirt, man." Today's the day you almost played with Captain Jack Sparrow. Okay. So what's this?
Another new face. That was quite the celebration when you arrived.
What is this?
I'm not surprised you don't remember it. The Pirate Lord told me to expect you. I hope you're prepared for the adventure that awaits, and the danger. You'll need gold if you're to prosper, but there are ways to see to that. Several trading companies have a presence across the Sea of Thieves. Here on this
He said
outpost, you can meet with the Gold Hoarders, the Merchant Alliance, and the Order of Souls. Don't be fooled. These aren't the stuffy bureaucrats you're used to from the wider world. They'll readily pay pirates who are willing to take on work. Make yourself known, and they'll offer you voyages to prove yourself. Think of them as an initiation, or a way to make coin, if you prefer. You'll find your ship waiting outside, as well as food and supplies, if you know where to look. When you're ready for a greater challenge, come back and speak with me again.
The Pirate Code. The sea. I'm not reading it. Speak to the Gold Hoarder in the tent. Are we still doing the tutorial? A pirate's life. To purchase a voyage. Okay, I think we're good. We're gonna spew into this. gonna spew. Spew. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Spew into this. Bro, we get it. Rare made the game. Wait, what the heck is this, man? Alright. Larger ships are best worked by larger crews. I don't think it's gonna work like that. I have to choose the small ship, man. I have to. Sloop, closed crew. Wait, does it have to be closed? Closed crew. Feel the view. Delete pirate. Japanese. Crew chat. Nani? Push to talk. Toggle. Graphics. Cursed. What if we set it to Wumbo? I mean, how much can this game really put the computer to the test? It's native. The intro on. Do that. Do that. Well, I don't know. I guess this is okay. Whatever. Just take me to Jack Sparrow. Bring me to Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow will be my crewmate. I mean, I don't mind just being Jack Sparrow. Just, yeah. That'll work. Vote on a quest book in the Castaways camp to begin to see if these pirates light. What? Quest book. The Castaway. Captains of the Damned. The Sunken Pearl. A pirate's life. A strange castaway warns of danger both up to the Sea of Thieves and the pirate's life itself.
What service do you seek?
So many ships, so many lives, I watch them come and go and pay no mind. Me no mind. No one notices a castaway. No voice acting. You are different. You see the camp. You see the pretty flame. Soon you will see much more. I seek only them who want to know the truth. Them brave enough to stand against the storm when it come to defend the pirate life. Come and defend. My books shine light. Is it gonna do what Kingdom Hearts did and just take place during that movie? My books shine light upon the truth. When you are ready, gather your crew and return to them. It's all me. It's me. I am the crew.
We will meet again, I think.
I'm the crew.
This world, it is a changing thing. Go. Your destiny is not here.
The votes are in. Okay.
Can you feel it? ill wind blowing from beyond the horizon. These wild waters, them call to me. They've seen much to chill the blood. A deep hunger, a heart of fire. But them always promise the freedom of the sea. Now, though, a new danger is coming on the tides, already a change this world to its liking. And if what it wants can't be found, it will take everything. Want to know its name? The one who brought this ruin lie in iron below the feet of the ferryman, trapped for all forever in the sea of the damned.
Davy Jones.
Nobody but its captain may tread below the deck of that ship. That means to learn the truth with your own eyes, you'll have to stow away. But if the ferryman can catch you, your destiny might end there.
Is that a crab on your shirt?
Still listening? Then listen close. All you think you know about your life and death is only the beginning. With your heart still beating, you will see those cursed shores with new eyes. When you raise up the flame of souls, all I can do is show you the way.
Show you the way. Show me the way. Is that Dr. Pepper? He spilt the salt. Intentionally. You intentionally spilt this salt. I'm doing that. Oh. The world's, I mean, that looks, is that the booty hole? What are you doing?
I traveled to another world, and now you will do the same. Take these words for the journey. If you read them right, then whisper what has been and what is yet to be. Whispers to help you save a pirate's life. Now make sail. The door is open. The prisoner is waiting. And our time is trickling away.
The prisoner. All right.
You have questions, I think. We will meet again, I think.
We actually have to go there manually? I think so. Quests. Twisting tides pull me there. Here. A place where the pirate dream can live forever. So. Wait, what? How do you turn the page? There you go. Not all who journey here have the pirate dream at heart. Our wretched evil seeks to end the dream. There are those who would serve it. They ache for an age of darkness for the Sea of Thieves. Death. Him have no dominion here. Another guards the gate between the worlds. It is the ferryman who serves. The pirate dream is freedom, but now a fate worse than death await all who hold it dear. Lagged. The ferryman who knows this, fears this, but him is duty bound, sworn to shackle the one who could save these waters. A prisoner carried across waves of eternity, no pirates ever seen. Not while them still live, that is. The Sea of Thieves, she need pirates brave and true, them who have courage to stand against the gathering dark. Look to the green horizon, to the light that will carry you to cursed shores. To save this dream, the pirate life, the life of one must first be saved. The end. The green, it's all green around us. Oh, there it is. That's gotta be it right there. That's like the Riddler. The Riddler's mind control device from Batman Forever. Taruga. Well, we're here. I got a lot of stuff going on out there. Head to the green. I guess. Quest inventory. Alright, let's go. Oh, they need to put the sail up. Manually, respectfully. There it is. Brand new sail, bought from Bed Bath & Beyond. Go. There's no wind at all, man. Or it's like the other way. Oh. Oh, the anchor. We're good. All right, Jack Sparrow, let's go. Here we come. Forget space. The first one to the sea builds us pirate ship. Let's bring back pirate ships. I can't pause the game. Let's do the battle quickly. Quick, we're gonna win. It's obvious. Morning. The dawn. The horizon is brought. Don't hit the sides. Here we go. We're in the Ghostlands.
Dead men tell no tales.
What up, parrot?
Shiver me timbers.
Parrot.
Trinkets and coins. Trinkets and coins.
Where'd he go? Hold on. Oh. Yo, what up? I've seen the movies. I know what's going on. There it is. Why are they going that way? Wasn't it the other way?
Come seek an adventure in salty old pirates, eh? Sure, you've come to the proper place. But keep a weather eye open, mates, and hold on tight.
This is me. This is one guy.
There be squalls ahead, and Davy Jones waiting for them what don't obey.
Was this a Fallout 70, Fallout New Vegas DLC? I heard you can customize your character. I haven't customized anything. Okay. It's a good movie. How many sailing shots are we gonna get? With all players, it's just me. It's just me. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. Nailed it. That's pretty good. I don't think he's on this island, Jack Sparrow. He's gotta be, though. He's gotta be. Where's Jack Sparrow? That's all it tells us, man. We have to figure it out. I can respect that. Aye. There's a ship here. Remnants. Purple smoke. More wood gathered. What? Lighting. Weird. Day 1 patch. Imminent. Imminent. Sail. Now that ain't right. Where'd the moon go? Oh, there it is. It's a nice JPEG. I mean moon. I mean moon. Who's that guy? I don't think it's a guy. Statue. Tall guy. Where's the Hey, it's Markiplier. I'm Markiplier now. The guy with the lantern. Alright, it's very wet here.
Burn bright, accursed light, upon tales of old and ill deeds, long past.
What? I feel like I shouldn't camp here. Wheeled lantern to take flame. Alright. I already have flame though. Oh, flame of souls. Discovered. I don't think I want to take their souls. But okay. Raise lantern. Light the lantern. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's how you unlock it. That's how you unlock it. How do you crouch?
Dead men tell no tale.
Tails. Skeleton Pog. I think he's talking to you. Ooh. Get some Harry Potter vibes. What is that thing? What the hell is a seagull doing in here? It's invincible. Immersion ruined. Was it bedtime or what? Light it up. Looks like a opening mechanism. Can't light those torches. Yeah, I heard you the first time. You know, going to Comic-Con as what was that? As Ash Williams would be good. Too late. Too late. Oops. There's so many ideas. It's already open. The ghosts opened it, I guess. Thanks, ghosts.
If ye be brave enough to perceive, the curse of Dead Man's Grotto awaits ye.
I'm not brave. I gotta go. Alright, I'm not brave, guys. We can't do it. Sorry. I didn't know that was a requirement. Okay. I should have said that before you bought it. It's One-Eyed Willie. Willie. What's over here? Okay, everything's empty. You know, for everyone being dead, there's no loot. There's like no loot at all. Who claimed the rewards? Birdie. Sleeping on the jab. All right. Yo ho, yo ho, the pirate's life for me. I don't know what they say after that. This guy's skull is very white. The rest is like yellow and red. Interesting. Interesting, truly. I think that's a girl. I don't know.
Dead men tell no tale.
I won't say nothing. Honest. Well, they do if they leave a recording. Holotape. Oh. Something bad happened. He aimed the gun at someone. Oak or handle. The ore handle. I've been looking all my life for this. I think we're gonna need that ore handle. Got a feeling.
No fear have ye of evil curses, says you. Properly warned ye be, says I. Who knows when that evil curse will strike the greedy beholders of this bewitched treasure. Dead men tell no tale.
Whoops. Gee, it's kind of dark down here. Am I stuck down here? It's over. I'm gonna end up like this guy right here. Oh no. No shot. Oh, here to go. There you go. Okay. Dead man tell no tales. Where'd I start from? Here. Damn it. Why do you walk down here? Got some Evil Dead vibes. Wanna try one more time from this angle? There it is. What's in the box? Damn. I tried. He's carrying a chest. Took the loot. I think they all betrayed each other. They try to hog all the loot. Is that what's going on? Once they got to the chest, they turned. Their tide turned against each other. The anchor, raise an anchor. There you go, you got that. Dead man. Pulley. Use the pulley. It's in the rock. That seems not stable. Damn it. Oh god. I'm getting paid to go. It's just that simple. Or, in this case, I already paid to go. I already paid to go. Yeah. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Where's Jack Sparrow? We have to save Johnny Depp. What's that red? That's my health. It's got to be. I guess you go there. This is where they get. This is where they get Mountain Dew from. The source. Oh, we got it. Wait, no. That was the... There's another bridge there. I need to find another pulley. Okay. Damn it. Oh, I wish I could light this. Why not? Why not? Okay, that something happened there. No shot. back since all the tikis are lit. Maybe it's underwater. Under the water. Nope. What's this? Can I open this door? Can I open this door? Well, this is quite the predicament. Maybe if we unpulley this one. That didn't work. So we opened up the gate at the same time. Wait a minute. So what does this do? So now we can do that. Oh wait. Is that connected? Something must have happened there. This could be easy, or I'm making this just way harder for me. It's a mystery. Mysteries abound. We're dead. We're gonna end up like these guys. Up there. Where did? Maybe to bring this back down too. Nope. Nani? Maybe it's in here. Whatever I'm looking for. This is interesting. This puzzle. Is this actually a puzzle, or am I just stuck for some dumb reason? There's gotta be something. Alright, so there's the bridge. It's right there. It's right there. So, how does one... Maybe I have to light another lantern somewhere that I missed. It's gotta be it. That's gotta be. Could be underwater. I don't think I've ever lit a lantern underwater though. Could be in there. Look out for lanterns. Well, there's one. That's a lantern, I think. I think that's a lantern. Unlit. I missed something.
Sit closer together and keep your ruddy hands inboard. That'd be the best way to repel orders. And mark well the words they use. Dead men tell no tales.
Take me with you. What's that mean? I don't know, Rusty. I don't know. It's a math equation. Stream plus game equals with some weird symbols as well. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's a big bridge, actually. Wait, oh, they're coming. They're coming. They're still sailing. Don't get old on me now. Sorry I got old on you. They took the gun out.
Dead men tell no tale.
That's I did that. Oh. Children get older, I'm getting old. How about you?
And I see my reflection.
The Billy Corgan dub cover. Are those bats? Yes. Those be bats, laddie. Yeah, I'm getting older, yarg. I be getting older. That's an accomplishment in a pirate's life. That be an accomplishment.
The truth lies before you. In this place, dead men will always have tales to tell.
He's got no legs. Get a hook. Hook for a hand. There's a lot of gold here. How did he die? Just by sitting on that? The curse. The heck is this? This guy fell with the chest in his hand. Gunshot. Oh, it's quiet. You're still alone contemplating life. Yeah, late night. The late night vibe. For sure. Got the green smoke. Arr, there be green smoke around me. Green smoke. Green smoke. Johnny Depp doesn't have like the stereotypical pirate voice. What's this? Armory. Is this what's in there? There's a lot in here. A sniper. Sailor Eye of Reach. A keen eye is required to appreciate the finer points of this long-range gun. We've yet to find one. Spread shot. Shotgun. Pistol. We get it. Wait, what? Oh, you have to switch between. Blunderbuss. I like the pistol better, really. Nah, bro. Oh, wait, you can just put it on. No. Yeah, I'm keeping the pistol. Even though probably it's better to get the sniper. But I'm keeping the pistol, okay? Annoyance. What is this? Rope tight rope here? Can I cut it? You can cut the rope. You can. Nice. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Perhaps he knows too much. He's seen the cursed treasure. You know where it be hidden. Now proceed at your own risk. These be the last friendly words you'll hear. You may not survive to pass this way again. Dead men tell no tale.
Game of the year. Ow. What's down here, though? Oh, yeah, I already checked. Is that everything? My legs are broken. Uh-oh. Arrgh, me legs be broken, laddie. Too bad I can't see here. I wish I could see my feet. I get it. It's gonna pull the sail. Wait, what? Yep. Certification. What? Okay, that's timed. I want to see out here first. Okay. Interesting. Cut the rope. Woo! We're fine. Ah, beautiful. The Deadlands. So where's Johnny Depp? He's gotta be around here. Johnny Depp. I mean, make your way to the dead man place. We did. It's not so bad. Very Disney music-esque. I hope it's not DMCA. The Tales of the Dead. I did not find Jack Sparrow yet, Elfwalk. Wild horses. Can't say that I have. We're looking for him. We're still looking. Jack Sparrow. Trifecta. Jack Sparrow? Sailor's Grave. He's got to be in this town. He's got to be.
What I wouldn't give for it. Ahoy down there! Ye paid the warnings no heed, and set foot in Sailor's Grave while ye still draw breath, at the risk of marooning yourself here for all eternity. Now that be what I call true pirate courage. Not like the scurvy sea devils who stole me plunder and jailed me up here.
Where is this guy?
Crew, a bunch of treacherous curs. But this be no way to hold a conversation. Climb up here and lower me cage. I'll make it worth your while.
There's no one in there. I wish I heard more of what he said, but it's whatever. He ain't no Jack Sparrow. He ain't no Jack Sparrow.
Well, it's a start, sure enough. But ye've barely begun.
Maybe he's just a head.
Strung up by this old ship beside me cage.
He's just a head.
You'll never border from the ground. Hold your course and see if you can't make it over to her from where you are now. I'll wait.
He's just a head. He's ahead of the game. Okay. Okay. Hang tight, buddy. Maybe to go all the way around? No way. It's gotta be some way in there. There it is, I see it.
Hold fast. The path to me cage lies up the stairs and through the flooded wreck.
The flooded wreck.
Don't forgetting that.
The flooded wreck. You never told me that in the first place, man. This one? Maybe this one. Try this one. Cod blobs. The flooded wreck. No shot.
If me crew hung me up here, surely ye can get me down again.
What? It's gotta be from there. Here we go. Here we go. It's got some banjo. Boom, down, 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 down.
fly, you'll need to find some way up to me cage.
Captain Bones recipe.
The only way to get me down is for you to climb up. And
We'll
be
get
quick
there.
about it.
Oh, what's this? Why am I moving by myself? Oh, the ship's moving. Off the edge of the map. Old Warty Wilkins has been at sea for longer than I've been alive. And even he appears he swears he's never seen anything like the storm we sailed through tonight. The wind must have whipped it up out of nowhere. Strange green flashes, old lightning, and great rolls of thunder that sounded almost like words. We're past the squall now, though I'll not be content till we've
Do me no good down there. Higher! Higher, I say!
cleared this wretched fog so we can sight land at last and get some badly needed provisions. Funny thing though, I've not felt hungry for days. Not since the last of me hair fell out. Guess there's no point in fooling myself any longer. We've all heard the tales of the pirate curses. Still, so what if the jewel has started to change me? If I'm to be turned into a skeleton, then I'll be the richest skeleton that'll ever sailed the seven seas. Ha! What a story, Mark.
You're not afraid of heights, I hope.
Okay,
You've a fair climb to reach me cage.
I'm trying, bro. They left again. Maybe it is that way. So simple. How could it be that way? It's right here, man. Let's see where this leads.
Watch your step now. I'd hate to see you take a tumble and leave me stranded up here.
He's saying new stuff. That's a good sign. Okay, head down. Go around and about. What's this? Skeletos.
Are you still there? Did you drown? Blast it all! I can't see a thing from up here. You'd best not be pulling me leg, for I've not seen it in years.
Favorite wrestler.
They'll be back. Very sorry.
Tough call.
Almost entirely certain. Maybe.
Well,
Dead. I thought he might be lost, or gotten yourself trapped. All eternity. And I think it's another trapped soul that brought ye. Well, you're out of luck. The ferry no longer docks any part in this blighted blister of a town.
the short guy? Sting, Kane, Mystical? Mysterio. Key to unlock this door. I don't know. Well, it's the big show. The big man come
Now,
alive.
that's not
I
a
don't know the lyrics.
Darkdale cross, less'n ye know some ways. But ye mustn't give up. Ye see, I happens to know of a way to call the ferryman back to these shores.
Wait. Okay. You gotta pull it just enough to jump across, I think. Yeah.
That's the way. Or I can taste me sweet, sweet freedom.
Sting's pretty cool. Coming down from the rope. Brock Lesnar. I used to play the game with my brother, and Brock Lesnar was always like the hardest guy to kill. So whenever he came out during our Royal Rumble, we're like, "Oh my God, it's Brock Lesnar! He's coming!" The Rock. We're dead.
No, ye were so close. Oh, cruel fate. She be a harsh mistress and a wicked jailer of the cursed forsaken. Now don't just stand there listening to me speech. Get back up here.
I like that they have dialogue if you fall. Nice. That's a good sign. I'm coming. I like Christian's theme song was pretty cool. One of them. Best favorite theme song. That's a better question, I think. I think Typo Negative did Kane's theme song for one of his theme songs. What's his name? Heartbreak Kid? That guy was cool. I like that guy. I forgot his name. His real name. Kevin Nash.
Well, ye took your sweet time, but here we are. Now, ye just need to lower me cage very, very gently.
Yeah,
you
he's
understand?
There's only one way to do it. You gotta cut the rope. Require lantern to ignite. Or you can cut the rope.
Wait! What are you playing at? I won't say a word till I'm out of this cursed cage.
Where's Jack Sparrow? Should I cut it? I think
Me head is killing me.
At least you have a head left.
It's not exactly a dignified reunion, but I do welcome being back on the ground. I'd hoped the fall might bust open these here bars, but it seems I'll be needing another favor from ye. If ye can hunt down me mutinous crew and find the key to me cage, well, once I'm free, we might just be able to strike a bargain. Me crew wouldn't let the key out of their sight. They probably took it along to celebrate their treachery. The roaches! Find the tavern, and you'll find me freedom.
The tavern. Maybe that was the place where they were playing poker. This could be a tavern. Goldberg. All right. Where's the key? Maybe I can refill his drink with one of these. Aye. Oh, there it is. Got it. What, do you drop it? I got the key. Now that's a key.
By Hades' burning beard, ye found the key. Well now, a deal's a deal. Set me free, and I'll tell ye all that I can. That's the way. I'd been fearful that the lock might have rusted after all this time. Being that I'm unable to provide my own means of locomotion, you'll have to carry me, and make sure your hands are clean. I don't want fingerprints all over me skull.
Pick up Cursed Captain. Where's Jack Sparrow? Where is he?
Sweet freedom! Ah, it feels good to see it more in one direction. All these years I've spent wondering what happened to me town and treasure. Now, we've a long journey ahead, and I've yet to find me sea legs. So you gets about the walking, and I'll take care of the talking. Let's start by heading for the old lighthouse. Or perhaps you'd rather me take ye on the grand tour of me fallen kingdom. Who knows? There may still be plunder to find.
True. Plunder? What about blunder? Find that cage. To be or not to be?
A town for pirates. Built by pirates. I'm amazed it hasn't fallen to ruin.
What do you mean? Have you seen it? Where are you looking? Battlebound. You have that game? Is that game good? I saw that game at GameStop today. Or yesterday.
Don't even think
I don't know.
about quoting. That's lie.
Captain Jack Sparrow. It's free on PS Plus. Maybe. I don't have PS Plus. I don't think I do. I haven't played the PlayStation in a couple months, but I can probably get it if you want to play. Try it. PS Plus. Yo.
It's a foul wind tonight.
Try it out. Yo, he said,
When you're done seeing the sights, we still need to reach the lighthouse.
there's some loot here, though. Tell me about this loot. He said he could tell me about the loot that's here. You freaking lied. Okay. Next Tuesday.
This used to be a fine establishment, filled with song and celebration. Even the roaches were happy. The old crew. Maroon. Nothing to do. While away eternity. Wobbly tables, sticky floors, shot-riddled ceiling. Why, the old place hasn't changed a bit. Treasures there'd be aplenty in this cursed place. It seems a few of me crew were more interested in finding more gold than they were in spending what they had.
Alright, let's go.
Watch your step here. There's something unpleasant underfoot.
Bad reviews. Nanda. What's over here? Alright, let's just go to the lighthouse because I can't put him away. I can't switch
Glory
weapons.
of this town be mostly of the former sort.
You don't say.
In case ye missed it, the lighthouse is that big pointy tower thing by the sea.
Yep. I hear you.
I may not be the pirate I once was, but I can still put the fear into them what knows me. I know you can hear me, ye cowardly curs! Drop what you're doing and get this bridge in order. We've a ferry to catch. I suppose I should tell ye me story. But when we sailed into the Sea of the Damned, it were a happy accident, for we were fleeing our enemies with a whole pack full of their plunder. By and by, me crew starts to grumble about returning to the living world. But I'd have soonest stayed with me loot for all eternity, rather than risk it out on the waves.
Aye. Then what happened? Mutiny? They chopped off your head? Hold on, let me, where's Jack Sparrow? Music, shanty volume. Sound effects. Where's voice volume? Is that the same with SFX or is it the same with shanty? Oh no. They don't tell you. It's batched in together with another sound. I guess the shanty, I would say. The sea shanty. When they sing? Is this the guy that's supposed to help us, not Jack Sparrow? Where be Jack Sparrow?
This old place brings back memories of the night I snuffed out the flame. Aye, and the lighthouse keeper too. Had to be sure the ferryman wouldn't come and part me from me loot. Now, I'm not what you'd call knowledgeable about contraptions and whatnot. But if I can borrow a body, I might be able to help. See if you can't set me down on that headless heap of bones over there.
Put that to 90, put the shanty to 100. Before we do that, read Strange Yet Familiar. Strange Yet Familiar by Cursed Captain. Just when I thought I was doomed to be bored out of me skull by this endless fog, I heard old Warty cry, "Land ho!" Though he didn't sound happy about it. There was land looming up ahead.
Their body looks like a fine fit for me skull.
Sure enough, though, we'd no time to change course before we were onto the rocks. Good and scuppered. Good and scuppered. Huh? After exploring the grotto, we emerged to see yet more ruined ships and a great lighthouse too. It's the oddest thing. Me crew swears it weren't there before. Well, we got her beacon burning bright, and I appointed one o' me crew to be the lighthouse keeper. So long as that light shines, we were sure to be rescued. Until then, I've set the crew to making us shelters out of these scuttled ships, and maybe even a tavern. Funny how this already feels like home. Short story. I don't trust this guy. I mean, he's gonna probably betray us or something.
Ah, new body at last. Not as handsome as me old one, but they say beggars can't be choosers. There! It's just like sailing a sloop. Ye never forget how. Now, let's see if we can't find some clue to set this place ablaze once more. First, see if you can't light the brazier with that fancy flame of yours. Of course, lighting up the town is all well and good, but you'll need to point your flame out to sea if we're to call the ferry.
That's a lot of help there.
Aye, that's the way. Though I think it looked better in the dark. Now, to get the ferryman's attention.
I guess you have to light all these things, yeah. I get it. The damned stowaways.
The lighthouse is good as new, and the mists are clearing. Let me try and get a better view. I see sails on the horizon. Well, there she be. The Ferry of the Damned. Though you'll find no welcome passage on her decks. Those hooded fellers are what you might call in charge around here. And they won't suffer the living to board her. The only way ye'll sail aboard that ship is to stow away. I wonder if their little secrets still be stowed about here. The key to me cabin, after all these years. The keeper took it when he ratted me out to the others and they set upon me. Me ship'll be a sight for sore sockets, sure enough. But this moldy old body won't last 5 minutes out there, so I'll need ye to be my transport once again. At least till we reach me ship. Take me to me ship with the red sails, and I'll see ye safely aboard that ferry.
Why'd you smack that guy? Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. Maybe he did it to be cool. He was excited. Jack Sparrow? Is he on that ship? Can I jump in the water? Oh, God. Probably not the safest thing to do.
red sails with crossed swords. That's all the fine love said.
It's gotta be it. It's gotta be it. That's it. That's it. Arr, there she be.
There she be. This next bit needs a fine touch. Set me down atop that there skeleton. There's a secret nearby. I can smell it on the wind.
Ha! There she be. Me golden hair. The fastest ship on the seas. By my reckoning, no one ever dare tell me different. A piece of advice. Always have a secret way back to your own ship.
To me cabin.
So dark. The banjo dope. To me old cabin. Is Jack Sparrow there? Bats. Why are they shooting off fireworks now? It's like 1 a.m. They had the whole night, man.
Sorry, Captain.
We just got carried away. We didn't mean nothing by it.
I said we never should have mutinied.
Good to have you back, Cap.
Oh, they're talking about right now. They're present. They cut off his head.
Sure, I used to be taller than this. This key will let you through the side door of me cabin. For here is where we be parting ways. There's a rowboat over yonder that'll carry ye onto the ferry. Quiet as a church mouse. But I wonder, do ye really know what's waiting for ye below her decks?
Jack Sparrow.
Not all treasure is silver and gold.
Jack Sparrow.
Me crew are free, and me conscience is clear. But I've still plenty of thinking to do. Perhaps one day we'll meet again. Now take the key and be off with ye, before ye find yourself trapped here for good.
All right.
Ye've made an old sea dog happy today. This key's the least I can do.
Nice.
Watch where ye step. The treasure what cursed me may still be lying about.
Read Lights Out. Lights Out by Cursed Captain. Treachery abounds. First me own cabin boy makes off with a box full of cursed trinkets, and now me crew are plotting to betray me and save their own hides. Someone in these parts have been filling their heads with tales of a ferryman, promising that one day he'll come to take their souls back to the living world. And when that day comes, surely they'll make off with me precious treasure. Well, I'll not make it easy for any scurvy wretch that's planning to jump ship. If ships can't make it to town in the dark without scuttling themselves on the rocks, it stands to reason there'll be no ferrymen to rescue them neither. It's settled then. Tonight I'll be indulging in a little treachery of me own. Then we'll see if Mr. Ferryman is still so keen to visit Sailor's grave. The gold. What about those rooms back there with the gold in them? They're locked. Maybe this key can open it now. Probably not. Let me check real quick. Real quick. If it doesn't open the door, then forget it. The key's probably hidden somewhere. What's this? Bruh. That is hilarious. Read Descent in the Ranks by Cursed Captain. I wanted a pirate lair, and now I'm in charge of a whole pirate town. More ships and sailors keep smashing into the rocks, bringing new arrivals and supplies. It's that witless lighthouse keeper's fault for letting the flame go out so often, but I let the pirates stay just so long as they joined me ever-growing crew. I heard one ungrateful cur call this town a sailor's grave, but I say that's a fine name. Why should we return to the land of the living and risk losing me plunder? Me greedy first mate wants to move the whole haul into Dead Man's Grotto to keep it safe, but I'm not letting so much as a coin out of me sight. So long as we remain, the treasure will be ours and ours alone, and if those scurvy dogs don't want their share, so be it. I'll take the whole heap for myself. Well, who's that guy? Who's that guy reading? Nani? What? So many mysteries. What? Oh. Let's just accept the fact that we're never gonna meet Jack Sparrow. We've been duped. It's over. I gotta light that up, and then I think this will activate. I'm in no rush here. Where's Jack? He might not show up for like hours. Who knows? He's probably in the ferryman ship. Need a key to unlock. Don't worry, Alfwalk will well, I can't end the stream without meeting Jack first, right, guys? I can't just end the stream. What's this do again? I'm dying. You'll see some guy with the banjo running up a lighthouse. Who's that guy with the banjo running up the lighthouse? He's fired. Oh my god, my foot fell asleep. That's, oh my god. That's the worst feeling ever. Yeah, why isn't it lighting the brazier? I'm done, dude. I'm done. Oh god. Oh. Oh, my darling. What's over here? Gold. Shovel. Blood rushing to my leg. Creepy. Where'd he go? I ruined it. No! I want to see what he said. What did the Wraith say? Wraith, come back. Come back, Wraith. Oh my god. Ruined it. Ruined the whole playthrough. Restart the whole campaign. Why would he disappear, though? Why can't he just stay there? Yo-ho and a bottle of rum. I can't see any of the ghosts anymore. What happened? There's a glitch. Day one patch. Day one patch. Imposter. Oh. Oh. What up? I can't light these candles. I paid good money for this. Not for the Wraith to just disappear for this. Okay. I want to see what the Wraith had to say about it. What if I did this? He said freedom and free. Off the edge of the map? Oh, I read this one already. Captain Bones special recipe required. Damn, that might be the only way to get the last thingy. I don't have Captain Bones recipe. I think it worked what I did. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Come on. What the hell? Come on, I missed it. The Brazer's there. I'm done. There's a Star Wars anime. See, I need to shoot this with the light. Oh my god, I missed it. Guys, I'm sorry. But we have to go back. How did I miss it? Watch your step. Damn it. Star Wars anime? Star Wars anime? Is the Mandalorian still going on? Or is that, they're done with it? Or I guess they finished this season, right? With that ending. How could they top that ending? I could have ended the show there. Seems like a fitting end. Vision. I feel like we watched a trailer of that during E3 or something. There it is. I can't see. I should use my telescope. Come on. I got it. Wait, is that it? Make sure it's that. Wait. That might not be it. Let me move it and see if it changes. Well, it's still lit. There it is. There it is. It's right there. This is worth it. Come on. If this works, game of the year. No way. What? It didn't light it. A little lower. Why doesn't that work, though? I did everything they asked, man. Bruh, stop moving. What the heck? That's directly on it. If that doesn't open it, then I don't know what will. Scammed? Season 3. You're not gonna watch. You're dipping out. You're dipping out. I liked the ending. I was pretty hyped. Even though I didn't watch the whole show. I'll probably watch it someday in its entirety. But the new thing is Loki is the new show to watch now. There's always a Lich King. Breaking Bad. WandaVision, Mandalorian, The Walking Dead. Indeed. That doesn't make sense here. I aimed it right at the brazier, whatever that's called. It didn't light it on fire. This can't be. This can't be. I don't get it. I need a pro Sea of Thieves player to explain why that didn't work. I followed the rules of the game. When you aim the light at a brazier, it lights it. And I aimed it at the brazier, and it didn't light it. Where's my Prozac? Where's my Prozac? Okay. Forget it then. Let's just get out of here. If the game doesn't care, then I don't care. I mean, I need one more book. Maybe you go back to this. Maybe you go back. They make it like you can't go back. I don't know if that analogy equates to that, but whatever. How you just gonna look at the smile? No. I don't think that works. I don't think that fits. Personally. Yo, any pros in the chat? Tell me how to sheath my weapon. Sheath my weapon. Alright, let's go. I wasted a lot of time with no reward. Use oars. You mean you gotta use your hands? Okay. Man, being a pirate is tough. I'm rowing. I'll just hold both at the same time. Release A and D. Okay. I get it. They don't see me coming. They don't see me. I'm like a slithery snake. Yo, Captain Jack Sparrow, he's got to be on this. I went too fast. So how do we get in? There's no hole here. He's got to be in here. Maybe you're just supposed to tag the boat to the back or something. Huh? It said something. Back to the boat. Back to the boat. I'm almost dying. I'm almost dead. They don't see me. They have no idea. How do you go backwards? Oh my god. How do you go backwards in this thing? Maybe... Oh, is that it? Bro. Don't tell me I need the ship to be there. Oh, no, no, no. There's got to be a way. What do they want me to do? It said something. Oh, God. Dude, we're so dead. We're done. The stream's over, man. What's going on here? What's happening? Maybe if I exit and come back. Let me in. Screw it. Yo, I'm here. What do I do? What do you do? We're dead. Maybe you could turn the boat by sitting in the seat. Oh. Use the oars. The other way, though. Oh. There you go. Just turn it around. I guess that works too. Just gotta slow down. How do you slow down? Jack Sparrow better be on this boat, I tell you. You better be on this. Dock. Oh, there it is. How does that work? Okay. That makes sense. That's exactly how I imagined sneaking onto a boat would be. What was that?
You, who have lingered in this forsaken place, who have learned the price of breaking the pirate code. You have suffered under the weight of chains forged by your own misdeeds. And now, your time is served. Though you shall not fully remember your time in this place, perhaps some remnant of understanding will accompany you when you step through my portal and return to the living world. Perhaps not. And we shall meet here again. For now, we must make sail, and quickly. For strange ships now patrol these endless waters, and ours is the longest voyage of all.
Tell him, Captain. Tell him. All right. We're off. I'm a human. I'm a human. Okay. They don't care.
Stop! The cursed flame you carry has no place within my well of fates. Do not attempt to meddle with power beyond your comprehension.
Light the well of fates. Maybe you're supposed to. Let's give it a minute. So, we don't want to go back to the living world though. So I think we have to do that. Because we want to stay here. Sabotage the ship. We're still leaving. We are moving. I'm lighting it.
Very secrets are laid bare. I cannot surrender the wheel, but I entreat you. Do not continue to trespass here, for you do not understand the truth of what you seek.
Is that right? Sarcophagi. Jack Sparrow might be here. He might be here, actually. Jack Sparrow? Johnny Depp? Edward Scissorhands?
Come on, Tuggy. Come to Jack and get the bone.
It's
Come
him.
to Jack and get the bone. Good boy. This bone's much nicer than those rusty old keys. Look, I'll try a bit first. See? Not bad. It's salt and rosemary. Now, if you bring your flea-ridden hide just a little closer.
I wonder if this is the same voice actor as the guy from Kingdom Hearts. Or what if it's all Johnny Depp? It's all him.
What say we strike a bargain, Pooch? You let me out of here, we'll take over the ship, and you can be captain.
What up?
I've served under worse.
There he is.
It's stubborn mongrels like you that give rise to the inexplicable popularity of the domestic house cat. Bad dog.
Do we wait for more dialogue? One more? How long has it been?
Je suis le Capitaine Jack Sparrow. Donne-moi les clés. It was worth a try.
Don't count your sanity out yet, Outwalk. There's plenty more to lose.
I know what you're thinking. That dog is never going to move. Therefore, I propose a wager.
Epic.
Let's see if I can lure him over faster. Then you can take the keys from his mouth and let me out. The winner gets this delicious bone.
This music, is this DMCA?
I cannot help but notice that our canine friend is still in possession of the keys to this cell. You're not going to let a mangy mongrel outsmart us, are you? This has all been an egregious misunderstanding. If you let me now, I promise to overlook this discourteous delay and let bygones be bygones.
He's the guy. He's the fake Johnny Depp voice actor. They have that. They found the one guy who sounds like him.
You don't say much, do you? Very wise. When endeavoring an escape, silence is generally best. However, as I've had no one but a recalcitrant mutt to talk to for far too long, I shall bow to my collegial nature and introduce myself. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Though, since you came here to rescue me, you probably knew that already. And you must have heard tell of my heroic journey to acquire this, the greatest pirate treasure of all. A golden key to other lands, in eternal freedom, plundered from the lair of a heartless squid, and used to assist in the daring escape that led me to stand before you now. Shiny, isn't it?
It's like a movie in itself. Truly. As the next one in the series. What? They just vanished. What happened to you, Jack? That doesn't happen in the movie. Where'd he go? What the frick happened? Oh, dude, this game busting.
I haven't had so much as a crumb to eat since I got here. Not completely sure where here is exactly, but it's sorely lacking in dinner options. I'm a shadow of my former self. Then again, the captain seems a dreary sort of fellow. Probably enjoys dried biscuits. Wouldn't even tell me how I came to be aboard this sad little ship.
So good. Oh, he's like
The
vanishing.
last thing I remember was standing at the helm of the Pearl as we made our escape. Suddenly, there was a loud, booming, cannonballing sort of noise. A cannonball, perhaps.
This is awesome. Cannonball,
The
perhaps.
scenery's not very inspiring, but it's good to stretch me legs. Now, let's get off this ship before
Stay where you are!
that happens.
You from the living world. Why have you interfered with my work? The selfish actions of
Highness, Barrow, have brought catastrophe in his wake. Dire fortune that now threatens to consume the Sea of Thieves itself.
That's Captain Jack Sparrow, mate. And I think you may be overreacting just a smidge. I know the true worth of what I possess, and I intend to keep it quite safe. Now, I can see you're very busy, very grumpy, so we'll just be on our way.
Silence! You shall be returned to your cell. At this time, the key shall be cast overboard into the abyss. What you possess must never be permitted. See the folly of your actions. Already the sands of time have trickled into oblivion and we are discovered. He has found us. They have our scent now.
Oh, is that the guy?
We cannot flee.
Wait,
Therefore, we must fight. To arms!
is that the guy from the movie?
Steady, mate. That's the Flying Dutchman we're talking about.
Oh.
She's no ordinary ship.
Then upon the waves of my domain, she will find herself well matched. Play your part, pirates! The cannons stand ready. Unleash the fury of the dead upon this interloper, that we might put an end to calamity before it begins.
I believe that means he'd like us to use the guns.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, they sunk the ship. It's over. They sunk themselves.
Stop blowing holes in this ship!
He said it. Oh crap. What am I switching?
Over the tree!
Aim for the bottom part. Load it up. That was a close one. It's over, Jack. It's over, man. Oh, crap.
Can't this wreck go any faster?
I need more bowls. Ow! I might die. Oh, crap. No time to read.
Not good.
Where's my bowl?
Keep firing!
Load it up. What? I'm a little higher. Headshot.
Can't this wreck go any faster?
I'm dead. I'm dead. Offer my soul to the ferryman.
This place is persistent than nothing else.
I'm back.
I'll not be surrendering today.
Crap. Damn it.
Can't this wreck go any faster? Keep firing!
It's always on this side. Wait.
They mean to board us!
Uh-oh.
Defend the ship, or all is lost!
And what do you suggest I defend her with, mate? I forgot to bring the bone!
Oh, very well. Take my blade while I steady our course.
Oh my god.
Dead man's sword for a dead man's hand. Aim off the ship.
You do it. What the hell is this? Oh my. Leveling up.
We've got company.
Leveling up now. The shell creature. That's pretty cool.
I'll not be surrendering today.
He's got that one. Ah!
We've got company.
Okay. Wow, that thing is cool. I'm dying. I don't have any ammo. Oh, do I have ammo? I have ammo.
There's more!
Take that. Is there more ammo here? Food. I'll take some food. Why not? Oh, that heals you probably. There you go.
One pile.
Get him, Jack. Jack's got him, man. Oh crap. Oh! Swallow this. How do I get more ammo for this thing? There it is. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, hurry up. Switch the gun. Yatta. Ow. Switch to the sword. This game's stuck. I mean, I don't have a sword. Oh yeah. Hold the phone. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, no. Don't do that. Oh no. Oh. Okay. I'm at the. Oh. Hold on. Change the music because I actually bussin'. The music is bussin' right now. Crap. Ow. 'Tis a flesh wound. Got him. Get him, Jack. Get him. Baby Davy Jones. Are you alright there? He needs help. I need food. I died already. I already died. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Come on, bro. Like scoop. Oh, God. Oh, low. Oh, low. The Black Pearl? No, it's the Davy Jones locker or whatever. Man, it might be. No, it's not. That's the Flying Dutchman. That's the Dutchman. It's the Dutchman, man. I know my pirates. Ow. Climb into cannon. It's a long dart. I don't think we're gonna win this one. They're pretty good. Use the armory. Blackbeards? I don't remember. I do not recall. What?
Change course! Change course! After that treasure! I gave him my word!
Queen Anne's Revenge. What a name. Davy Jones. That sounds like the actual voice actor. The actual actor. Whoa! Oh, he fell in. He fell in. Where is he? Damn. Always keep your eye on Johnny Depp. Oh, there. No, come back. Come back.
Did you not heed my warning? Now Sparrow is lost, and our enemy has the treasure in his grasp to fulfill his dark ambitions and lay siege to the Sea of Thieves. Already his plans are in motion, deep beneath the waves. You have caused much harm this day. However, you fought bravely. I shall return you and your vessel to the land of the living.
He said it.
So that you may continue to fight. Fight to save all that you have endangered. Fail, and you shall bear witness as this world too falls under the shadow of Davy Jones.
And he ran away though. 8,000 gold, that's a lot. The tail, that was the first tail of like 5 for this DLC or whatever. I think. Didn't have a jar of dirt. I'm gonna judge it. And guess what's inside it? We did it. Man, Jack is gone, man. He's gone just like that. What a tease. I think the back door is open. No one. Hey, what is this here? Oh! Amber heard about it. I'm back. This is my own. This is my ship. This is my ship, guys. Mine. Who's that guy? Who's this guy? They're all going that way. Okay.
Avast there, lovers! Steady as she goes! Aye, aye, Captain.
Music's too dank. Who the hell are you guys? The dawn is just beginning. Wow. Wow. Okay. I get it. So that's like a portal that brings you to the quest. Lone Cove. Wait. This means it's center? I don't know. Who's that guy? Full stop. Deed complete. Dead shot Charlotte. An ominous sound coming from over there. Ow! Oh God! Oh load! Oh load! You're beautiful. Can we just exit now? Okay. I have to get off the game now, guys. It's getting late here. But it's been a fun stream. I think next time I'm just gonna It wasn't really worth going for the extra stuff, and we didn't even succeed. Just go for the main quests, always. Probably. I say that now, but once I'm there, I might just go for it again. It's I like Sea of Thieves, actually. It's pretty fun. I get it. I just found out another quest. That was probably another quest starting. But I'm gonna. That's why I didn't talk to her, because I don't want to start a new thing. We'll continue the Pirate's Life quest line later. Booty. Exactly.